A man abandoned his perfect girlfriend of 10 years, just to marry a young new co-worker in a whirlwind wedding. At the ceremony, he thought he'd dumped his old baggage. What he didn't know was, married life was far from what he'd imagined. After a long day at work, he dragged his exhausted body home. What greeted him wasn't a hot meal, but total chaos. He stood in the living room, staring blankly for ages, then finally sighed and started cleaning up. For the past 10 years, Ella had taken such good care of him, that he'd assumed life was just supposed to be this way. Now doing it himself, he realized how exhausting it was. He couldn't help complaining that his wife had trashed the place without cleaning up. Haley knew she was in the wrong, and quickly tried to make it up by offering to take out the trash, but she pulled too hard and ripped the bag open. Watching his wife fail at even this simple task, the man began regretting marrying her. Haley carried the tape-covered trash bag downstairs. The stench reminded her of her ex-boyfriend Leon. They'd dated for 5 years. Leon never let her do dirty or exhausting work. He genuinely cherished her like a treasure, but she thought Leon was too poor, and heartlessly dumped him. She'd assumed marrying her current husband would give her a better life. She regretted it. She wanted to get back together with Leon. The next day, Haley tracked down Leon and proposed getting back together. But Leon had no feelings left for her. Just then, Haley's husband happened to witness the scene. He walked up and demanded to know why Leon was privately meeting his wife. Leon didn't expose Haley for the sake of their past love. He still gave her some dignity, claiming his department had urgent news that needed the media department's help publishing. Though suspicious, the man didn't press further. Haley quietly breathed a sigh of relief, but the calm was only surface level. That night, while searching for documents in his study, the man found a photo of Haley and Leon in a book. They'd clearly dated, yet Haley had personally told him he was her first love, and even denied knowing Leon to his face. The man was instantly furious. Early the next morning, he found Haley, who'd worked all night at the office, pulled out the photo, and demanded to know why she'd lied. Haley didn't know how to explain. She simply said nothing. The two fell into a cold war. Haley couldn't stand the suffocating atmosphere, but she didn't apologize. Instead, she complained that her husband was petty. Looking at this wife, the man was completely disappointed. He couldn't be bothered arguing anymore, and left the house. At the office, the man went straight to Leon's boss, Ella, demanding she fire Leon. Ella flatly refused. The man became even angrier. He was convinced Ella had recruited Haley's ex-boyfriend, just to get revenge for his betrayal years ago. This comment completely enraged Ella. She kicked him hard, and warned him not to come to her with non-work issues. Then she turned and left with disgust. But the man thought Ella was so emotional because she couldn't forget him. Back in her office, Ella was in a terrible mood. Leon sensed something was wrong. Ella was about to explain, when she noticed colleagues' eyes turning toward them. So she called Leon aside to the break room. The moment she turned around, Leon gently pulled her into his arms. Ella jumped, quickly pushing him away, terrified of being seen. Seeing her nervousness, Leon deliberately leaned in to tease her. Ella didn't hide anything, and told him everything that had just happened. They stayed quietly for a moment. When Ella was ready to return to her office, she opened the break room door. A male colleague was standing right outside.